Welcome back to Cherry Picking Today. Must-add players. We have 6 today for you guys. Drew, start us off with your first pick.
All right, so my first one, my highest percentage rostered player here, Bowen Byram of the Colorado Avalanche. 3 goals, 5 assists in 9 games so far this year. Top pairing right now, top power play with Makar on the IR. Even when Makar returns next week, I think he still holds value at D. He's getting a lot of even strength scoring, tons of hits and shots and blocks, so value in both points and categories leagues, and defense is the thinnest position. It's hard to find the upside that Bowen Byram brings. Like, I'd rather have him than guys like Orlov or any like the random guys that you can get at D. So lots of draft pedigree, tons of skill, best team. It's a recipe for success. I think it even continues without Makar, so add Bowen Byram.
I like the pick. Like you said, the only thing holding this guy back from being an 80% owned player is Makar.
Yeah.
I mean, he's taken over that role from Makar being out, and he's looked really good. I mean, it will be interesting to see if the Avalanche just run both of them on the power play. Why not?
Yeah, we just take off JT Compher, I guess, right? They always have that random forward, so good work.
But anyways, he'll man PP2, so I don't think it's a terrible play. Like, I mean, he's going to hit, like, he fills category. So I definitely think Byram's been great, and this guy has a lot of talent as 4th overall pick. But
yeah, exactly. Lots of pedigree.
But love the pick. I'm going with a guy who's been brought back to life, and that's Matt Duchene of the Nashville Predators. He has 9 points in 10 games. He's averaging 19.25 time on ice. Last year was 15.25. The year before was 16.53. It seems like a couple departures has now brought his role up. He's playing on the first line. He's playing more. He's getting more time on ice. He actually has his highest power play time since his rookie season.
Wow.
So definitely up there. He's never really been a crazy power play guy. He's always been under 3 minutes, and right now he's pushing limits. Like, he's like just below 3. And his rookie season was the only year he had over 3 minutes average power play time. But look, this guy is obviously, like, he's not one of those guys that, like, okay, like, someone has a breakout year. Like, this guy has shown that he has a lot of talent. So this is just sort of like talent that we knew he always had. Nashville's obviously not a great team, but hey, if Matt Duchene is going to play more and he's going to get more opportunities, then I definitely think you should add him. His percentage is 41%. So he might not be available in every league, but if he is, I'd give him a shot.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Like, seems like his career's kind of being revitalized this season so far, so why not jump on that hot streak?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to go with Anthony Beauvillier as my second must-add here. 13% rostered for the New York Islanders. 7 points in 8 games. We saw last night he had 3 assists on Nelson's 4-goal game. Currently playing on the second line with Nelson and Palmieri. But the thing is, he's on that first power play in New York. So right now he's taking it over from Wahlstrom. Only 13% rostered, so pretty much available in almost every league. Also, the analytics look great. And if you're thin at wing, this is a guy I think you add for lots of upside, good role, good talent, good team. Add Beauvillier if you need help at wing.
Yeah, I like that. I think that I always struggle with Islanders guys. Like, it's just like such like a even team throughout their roster, and deciding who to pick. I think that you sort of have to get down to analytics, especially for that team, because like on any given night, someone could have a great game. Like we saw Brock Nelson, obviously had a great game. Four goals.
Yeah.
But I definitely do like the pick based off the analytics being really good on him.
Yeah.
This is actually my favorite pick of the show, but that's Jaden Schwartz of the Kraken, 21% rostered. He has not had a power play point this year. He has 8 5-on-5 points in 11 games. So obviously he just hasn't found his groove on the power play. He is playing on the power play. It's actually his highest power play time on ice of his career. Right now at 319 a game. He's got 1932 average time on ice, which is also his highest of his career. So everything is showing and pinpointing what we thought. Everything are career highs right now for playing time. It's just going to come. I mean, we saw what he did with the Blues a couple seasons. Like, this guy can put the puck in the net and he can produce points. And with the Kraken, he's going to be given every opportunity to do so. Once he starts producing on that power play, I feel like this roster percentage could go up to probably like 60, 70.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those guys we saw with Vegas. Now we're seeing with Seattle. Guys get a bigger role. Not that Jaden Schwartz had a small role, but maybe a bigger offensive role than he did with St. Louis, and he's really capitalizing on it. So I really like that pick a lot. All right, so now we're going to go into the waiver wire section of the show.
Deep flyers.
Deep flyers. These are for deep league ads, less than 5%. If you play in like a 14, 60 team league, you're like, I need some help. Who's going to help my team here? So I'm going to go with Alexander Holtz of the New Jersey Devils, right wing, 3% rostered, hasn't yet played, making his NHL debut. It'll be tonight. We're filming this on Friday. If you play in a 14 or 16 team league, like, why not add? Who has more upside at less than 5% rostered? Elite goal scorer prospect, already has 5 goals in 4 games in the AHL this year. That's why he's getting the call up. Guy's going to have probably more goals than assists, that kind of player, right? Trigger man on the power play, possibly. That would be really spicy. If you need some upside, go get Alexander Holtz.
Yeah, it'll be. I like the pick. I think taking a definitely in a 14-16 man, like 100% take a risk on a rookie like this. I mean, like, who knows? Like, they could just slide him into power play 1 on day 1. I mean, that power play isn't like, we're not talking top 10 of the league here. Like, you look at it, Jack Hughes is out, which isn't good. But I think that the Devils do need help offensively. So I do think that Holtz is a great ad.
I mean, former top 10 pick. He has the pedigree. We saw how many goals he scored in the Swedish Elite League. If you don't know this guy, look him up. Look up the highlights on the goals. Like, yeah, I completely agree, Jeremy.
All right, so for a deep ad here, we talked before the season about strategy and looking at injuries and stuff like that and seeing if there's an opportunity. I think there's a huge window with Nicholas Roy right now with the Vegas Golden Knights. The Jack Eichel buzz is causing, like, I feel like people think like he's going to play like soon. Like, it always happens with trades like this.
But
like,
it's not happening.
in deep leagues, like in redraft, I probably would have sold him on a day. Like,
yeah,
to get anything, literally
holding
anything.
him in IR, I've been like, what are you going to give me?
Yeah.
I'll probably just drop you.
I saw that he was like the highest transaction trend on Yahoo. But look, Carlson's got a broken foot. He's out like 4 to 6 weeks. Nicholas Roy has been taking over that line 1 role. He's not going to get power play, but this is obviously a deep. This is 1% rostered guy. He went from playing like under 14 minutes to now playing over 18 minutes a game. So there's been a huge uptick for him. He has 5 points in his last 8 games. I mean, in his 8 games this year, the opportunity is there. He just slides into that line 1 and he's going to take it over. Then sure, give me him for 4 weeks, 6 weeks. I'll take that.
I mean, back-to-back weeks on must-add now. A guy named Roy or Wah, I'm not sure which one it is, but is a must-add at 1% because of a giant jump in opportunity, right?
Yeah.
And opportunity is king. So I like the pick.
All right, so that's 6 must-add players. Drop in the comments below who you're adding this week, and make sure you subscribe to OwnersBox.